Hi everybody, welcome back into Universal Beauty, and today I'm going to be doing a quick eyeshadow demo for you for Too Faced Pretty Mess Erika Jayne collab with Jerrod Blandino and Erika Jayne, and we are going to explore these beautiful colors in this palette and also using the How Many F's controversial How Many F's highlighter. This is in Money Honey. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Money Honey highlighter. Looks like this. Really, really pretty. So if you would like to see how these work out to create this look, please keep on watching. Okay, so now I have primed and prepped my face and my eyelids. I've got foundation and a little bit of bronzer and blush in place and eyebrows. I decided to go for an entire Too Faced look today just because of celebrating this fun palette and highlighter that I've got to share with you. So anyway, I've got Born This Way foundation and concealer. I have primed and poreless setting powder, the Hangover 3-in-1 spray to get everything all locked down, Shadow Insurance primer on my lids. Let me see. Oh, what are the brows? They are Bulletproof brows. To do them today. As usual, I'm still having a little bit of resistance from my Wild Child eyebrow over here, but it's pretty even. It's about as even as typically I can get. So there's that. And what else did I use? Trying to think. Oh, some blush, the Love Flush in Justify My Love, and that's it's a pretty hot pink, but you know, I really tend to gravitate towards that color, but you know, it's a pretty hot pink, and it's kind of just it'll settle down. You know, I usually just don't mind if it's kind of bright when we're first getting going, because after, you know, your face, it oxidizes on your face and all that, everything settles down. But let's get into it. I'm super excited about this palette. This is the collab that was done with one of the founders of Too Faced, Jerrod Blandino, and Erika Jayne, everyone's favorite housewife of Beverly Hills. And this is the Too Faced Pretty Mess palette. I've been waiting for this for a while. I think that online, you know, there's been a little criticism of some people don't like the way that the shadows have laid out. Other people, you know, are, oh, we've seen these colors before. Well, you know, maybe you have, yeah. There's only so many colors, but sometimes the pairings of them and the formulas, I mean, this is makeup. This is what we're doing. We're testing these things out, and I think people have been like a little hard on it. I don't know. But anyway, they don't like the layout of the shadows, but again, keeping in mind, it's Pretty Mess. So it's a mess, it's a jumble, that it's all a play on words. There's a nice big mirror here too in this palette, which is kind of cool. But anyway, these colors are pretty gorgeous. There's some nice mattes and good transition colors up here. There are a couple of shimmers that look pretty nice, and then one very bold glittery shade down here too. So today we're just gonna go ahead and dive in and just see where it takes us, and just have some fun with this. I've been looking forward to this palette for a long time, so I'm pretty excited to play with it. Okay, the first color I'm gonna go in with is the lightest color in the palette. It's this one. And it's kind of a little bit of like a vanilla cream color, and it's called Close Off. And I'm just taking my kind of big, what is this, Bare Minerals, kind of larger paddle brush that I like to use, and just gonna go over everything to make sure that color is all even. All right. Now you probably hear that leaf blower blowing in the background. I forget sometimes that Saturday morning is the day the gardeners come, so hopefully it's not going to be too distracting. And we'll just kind of move this along. All right, so that's laid down. I want to go in with a nice gentle transition shade. I'm using the Sigma Blending E25 brush that looks like this. And going into the next color over that is called Show and Tell. And just going to dip into that a little bit and start in and just, you know, above the crease. This is your transition shade, so it's just laying down some color. to accept the other colors. A lot of people are like, I don't understand this step, because you're going to go right over it with other colors and you won't even see it. But it's totally worth it to do this, because it really helps the product lay down better on top of each other. I think it's an important step. So give it a try if you don't already. I think you might be happy with the way things come out. So see, that's just like a little spot of color there. Next, going in with the Sigma Firm Blender. This is the E44 brush that looks like this. And we're going to go into, let's see, I think I'm going to go into, it's a grape kind of deeper shade here, and it is pretty much called F Frugal. I'm being the PG version here for you. That's kind of cute, though, the way that they have this with an explicit warning over the package, because, you know, some of the titles of the colors are a little racy, but that's okay. And this, I'm just doing it in the crease in the outer corner, going in with F Frugal. Okay. Doing it like that. And I think I'm going to go just beneath the lash line with that, too. Kind of just really want to check this out. And don't worry if it seems like heavy at first. We're going to fix that. It's all, you know, this is just getting the color down right now. When it all blends out, it'll be okay. Don't be afraid of it. And same on this side, going in that inner corner and bringing it up throughout the crease. Not, you know, not being too precious about it right now. Like I said, I'm just laying color down. A little bit underneath. Okay. I like this color. Yeah, F Frugal, Erika. Yeah, girl. Okay. Going in with my dedicated blending brush, my Smashbox brush that I can never remember the number to, because it's been with me for so many years and I don't know, but I'm sure you can figure it out by looking at the shape of it. Okay, so this is just blend, blend, blend. No color on this brush. It's just there only to blend up what we've already got in place. And keep it moving in like little swirling motion, back and forth, rainbow. And it just really brings that down and blends everything out. No hard edges, because we don't like that. That doesn't look good. I guess if you're doing a big cut crease, it looks good, but you know, for most of our purposes, we want it to blend, 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 blend. Okay, so see, we've got that in place now too. I'm gonna bring it underneath just a little bit to make sure that that isn't too hard looking as well. Too dark and too much. Not that, you know, I really ever have any limits on that, but okay. So here we are. I think this side does seem just a little bit, whoops, dropped it, a little darker. Come back to me, come back to me. Just even that up a slight bit. I think I just need to darken that side, just a touch. Okay, yeah, that seems a little more even to me. All right, so then let me see. Oh, I'm really loving this color too. This one here is reading really, really fuchsia red on camera, but it's more of a pinky fuchsia, and it's got a little bit of shimmer to it. It's called Whatever, Who Cares? And I think for that one, I just want to, this is a Makeup Forever brush, and it's a small paddle there, and it's good to just pack that color on. Again, sorry about the noise. All right, so I'm gonna bring that onto the lid right there, just kind of packing that on. Sometimes for the shimmers and glitters, people like to wet the brush because if there's a lot of fallout, there doesn't seem to be with this one, so I'm not too worried about it, and I like the way that color's coming up as is, so I did not wet my brush. I just am using it dry, this Makeup Forever brush, and just placing that on the middle of the socket. Okay? It is a gorgeous color. Yeah. Okay, and then I am going to pick up, what brush do I want to use here? This one is a Sigma Cream Color Brush. It's an E58. It's the same kind of thing, so I do have a little color on that, but see how flat it is and rounded? And there I'm going into the color here, that is called Queen E. And again, that is reading on camera to be a darker peach. It's really more of a rose gold color. It's very pretty. It's also a shimmer. And that one might have like a tiny bit of fallout going on, but not enough to be alarmed about. But see, it's a very kind of a sunset looking rose gold when it goes on. Wow, I like it. And bringing that on the other side. Okay. I like this. Okay, now I'm getting my blending brush, which I think I dropped. Did I not? Oh, I might have dropped it someplace. Okay, not to worry, because there's, you know, this Morphe brush here. It's a nice fluffy brush, and it'll also do the job with blending. I'm just going to get on with it and use that one. Just to simmer everything down, keep it nice and soft and blurred around the edges that I like. Okay, but maintaining the color story. Yeah, okay. And I think if I get my tiny brush, then I don't know what I did. Okay, I think I have one of these other small ones though that'll do the job. Should probably lay out my brushes before I even start talking. Might be a better idea. This is a Stila brush, and it's just got this tiny little, it's a 4. All right, and for there, I'm going to just go into, I think I'm gonna go back into that original Close Off, and I just wanna pick up a little bit on this brush and just kind of hit my inner corner. It's not gonna be a shimmer, it's a matte, but again, it is just going to just lighten up that inner corner just a tad for us. Okay. Get everything nice and smooth. If you feel like there's any touch-ups you need to do. Oh, sorry, the sun is just, maybe if I move over. Okay, because I don't want that sunlight streak. But I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. All right, so again, I think that these colors are reading slightly more fuchsia on camera, but all right, well done, Erika Jayne. I think, okay, here's one last thing I think I want to do. I'm going to take this Sigma diffused crease brush. This is an E38. It's a little longer and a little fluffier, and there's a color here that is a muted down mauve. This is called Rich is Better. And I think I'm just going to pick some of that up on this brush, and I am going to just come over the top of the crease with that. Just to see what it does. Okay, great. And then back to my original paddle brush, my Bare Minerals. Going back into that first color, Close Off, and I just want to hit below the brow bone a little bit. Just to keep everything uniform. Okay, so that, I like this palette, you know. I don't know what the criticism is really about, but again, you can't please everybody. I think it's beautiful. I love these kind of colors. So I'm like completely there with that. I think the color story is pretty good. Okay, and then here is what the highlighter is like. And again, it's got the little warning label because it's Too Faced. How many F's do I give? This is, again, it's called Money Honey. It's a high impact highlighter. So this is one that is going to be pretty strong, pretty bold. You know, there's probably a big color payoff here. So be ready, okay? And it's really cute. How many F's do I give? And when you open it up, it says none, not one. And it's got the little Erika Jayne signature. I think that's funny. But anyway, there's like 2 highlighters here that you can mix together. There's the $ is a very bright champagne-y gold, and the quilting part around is kind of more of a rose gold. So you can mix them or use those on their own. I'm gonna take my highlighter brush, and I think I'm just gonna swirl over the top of that $ and it'll pick up what it picks up. How about that? And we'll see. All right, now this is probably gonna be kind of blinding. I think it's buildable too. And you just want that like on your cheekbone. I don't usually go too far with these, but yeah, that's pretty good. I think if you, this is buildable, so if you really want like super blinding, you could just hang out on that dollar sign and really go for it. I'm just gonna sweep that across there, do a little bit here. That's good too. I'm liking it. All right, Erika Jayne. Good job, Erika. Good job. Up to both of you guys. Good collab. All right, so I'm gonna go off camera, do some eyeliner and lashes just so that we can keep this moving along and keep it nice and short, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've changed my camera angle because the sun was no longer being my friend and was casting some very weird glare on my face. So anyway, this is finished with lashes, and using, of course, the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, which is my daily go-to. Wouldn't be without that. Lip injection on the lips with a overdrawn liner. Which I like that look too. So anyway, this is, you know, kind of the finished product. I like these colors a lot. I think that Jerrod and Erika did a wonderful collab on this. I think it's really good. Now, if anybody is interested in another tutorial going on about trying how to use these glitters and things like that, because I think a lot of times people get scared away by that and think, oh, you know, I can't use that. Well, you can. It's just doing it in a certain way, and you know, we all go out sometime, even me, so there is a way to use that to your advantage, and it's not a wasted pan in your palette here. So I hope this was helpful to you. I give Erika Jayne and Jerrod Blandino a big thumbs up for this. Thank you, Too Faced, for bringing us something wonderful. And I think sometimes with stuff like this, it's better to just go with the flow, have some fun with it, and don't be so hypercritical of the placement of the pan and the color story. It's just, it is what it is. It's makeup, and we're supposed to have fun and try it and see if you know, if you don't like it, you don't have to buy it. But I think this is great. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and there's a little notification bell next to the subscription button where you can get notified via email every time that I do an upload, and I would love to have you with me. Please I'm welcoming your comments down below if you are going to try this palette, if you have tried it, if you like it, or some of the colors that you're especially attracted to. I'd love to hear what you have to say. So let me know if you want to do a more glammed up look and see what that's like. Let me know your thoughts. As always, I hope you all have a great weekend, and sparkle hard, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye.